He was pretty. Harper Lee, get a hold of yourself.
It looks really good,
he said, peering down at her food. You just had a metric ton of chicken salad.
That was hours ago.
Harper couldn't stop a snort. You're shameless.
Starving.
You're eating in a little over an hour.
But that's so far away, like 1,000,000 years.
She tried not to smile. Really, she did. But how was a chef supposed to not feed someone? At least, that's what she told herself when she held her fork out. What are you doing, you idiot? He leaned down and gave her the most adorably charming, lopsided grin before scraping his teeth along the tines of her fork. He closed his eyes, and his low moan slid over her like a light, fluffy chocolate mousse. Decadent didn't even cover it. He opened his mouth and continued to chew.
Oh, ma'am. You are twice blessed in this whole cooking gig. You gotta tell me your name.
She stuffed a hunk of potato in her mouth. Why do you care?
Because food orgasms are personal, and I need to know who's giving me one.
Jeez. Not right. Not right. Hella not right with a side order of fries. The man was lethal. Keep it business. That's all she had to do. She'd done it in school and done it at a dozen restaurants that she'd interned with. She had a damned head chef trying to bed her for a solid 3 months. And he didn't make her feel an ounce of what Deacon did with just one moan. Pathetic. Obviously, she was having a weak moment. I'm Chef Pruitt. He snagged a pickle chip off her plate before she pulled it away from him. He held the pickle over his mouth and licked off the juice and the vinegar sauce from his thumb. She felt the rumble of her own moan, but hoped it was hidden under the feedback blast from Johnny Cage's mic. Deacon turned, his warm biceps sliding across her arm. She stepped back, flattening herself to the wall, but it was too late. The damage was done. His skin was smoothed and flexed tight over solid muscles. Heat radiated off him like a damn furnace. He brushed his hand over her hip, and she was pretty sure he wasn't even thinking when he shielded her. She peeked around his bulk and saw the devil glare coming from the stage. Whew, she whistled. Boy, Johnny's pissed.
Yeah, this scavenger hunt is a bit crazier than normal.
Deacon looked down at her.
I'll talk to Gordo. We probably shouldn't do them during sound check.
Smart guy. She scooped up another load of meat and slaw, sighing when he stared at it longingly. She pointed her fork at him again, and he leaned down obligingly. She forced herself not to think about the fact that his lips had just been around her fork, and not in a germphobe way, and shoveled another bite in her mouth. She swallowed and pushed around the last of her pickles and onions over the meat. When he gave her a pointed look, she squinted at him. Mine. Deacon grunted and leaned against the wall next to her. You're crowding me, greedy.
Maybe if I crowd you, you'll give me another taste.
Nope. She swallowed another bite of potato salad.
Maybe I'm not looking for a taste of food.
The kitchen is closed, buddy. He crossed his ridiculous arms and widened his stance until he was closer to her in height. Still taller, but at least he didn't tower over her anymore. And yet, she didn't feel any less crowded. And he didn't say anything else, just surveyed the crowd of people below. He didn't seem to be inclined to return to his friends. She scraped the last of her lunch out of the paper boat and moved to the trash bin on the edge of the pavilion. She should go back up to the tents and see if there was anything else to be done. With soundcheck finished, the band members would be looking to eat soon. But she stayed next to Deacon. They watched the hunt roll on in companionable silence. It felt natural to stand with him.